It's dinner time. You made the same food he liked yesterday, the same way, and tonight he takes one look at it, pushes the plate away, and says, "No, I don't want to eat." And you're sitting there thinking, he has to eat something. Why is he not eating it? He is going to get sick. Is he even getting enough? But here's the thing. Your toddler pushing that plate away isn't being difficult, and he isn't trying to win. He's doing something his body is built to do, something that has almost nothing to do with the food in front of him. And as long as we treat it like a food fight, bribing, begging, and one more bite for mommy, we make the exact thing worse that we're trying to fix. So let me show you what's really going on when he refuses to eat, and what to do instead of fighting for that bite. Here's what's actually happening when he pushes that plate away. Two things are going on at once, and neither one is about the food. A young child is wired to be suspicious of new food from birth. For most of human history, a toddler who just started walking and would eat anything he found was a toddler who could get himself hurt. So his body plays it safe. Anything new or unfamiliar, anything that looks a little different than it did yesterday, gets a no before it ever reaches his mouth. There's a name for it. It's called food neophobia. It sounds like a problem, but it's the opposite. It's his body doing exactly what it was built to do. That's why he says, "I don't like it," before he's even tried it. He isn't lying to you. To his brain, new really does feel like not safe yet. The second thing is control. Think about his whole day. He doesn't choose when he wakes up, where he goes, what he wears, or when it's time to leave. Almost none of it is his. But what goes into his mouth? That he decides. That's the one door he can hold shut all by himself. So when the day feels big and out of his hands, the plate becomes the one place he gets to be in charge. But put those two together, and that plate push isn't defiance. It's a nervous body protecting itself, and a little person reaching for the one bit of control he has. And here's what makes it so hard. Everything we do to win the bite makes both of those things stronger. The more we push, the more his body braces. The more we beg, the more he feels how much power that plate really has. You can't force a child to feel safe with a new food, and you can't win a control fight by reaching for more control. Every just one more bite teaches him the table is a place where he has to defend himself. So the goal was never to win dinner. It's to make the food feel safe and to let the choice stay his. Which brings us to the part nobody tells you, how many tries it actually takes. So you serve him something new. He says no. You try again a couple nights later. He says no again. And by the third time you decide, okay, he hates it, and you stop making it. That's the moment I want to stop you at, because that decision, the one almost all of us make, is the mistake. Here's the number. It takes a young child somewhere between 8 and 15 tries with a new food before he'll accept it. Not 1, not 3, 8 to 15. And most of us give up after 3 or 4, cross that food off the list, and never put it in front of him again. And a try isn't just a bite. This is the part that takes the pressure off. Him looking at it counts. Him touching it, smelling it, picking it up and putting it back down counts. Him licking it and making a face counts. Every single time that food shows up on his plate and nothing bad happens, his body files it away as a little more familiar, a little more safe. That's what a try really is. It's one more exposure. So he doesn't actually hate that food. He just hasn't seen it enough times yet. You just stopped 3 exposures in. And every cross off after a few tries is a food that's gone for good. And his list of safe foods gets shorter instead of longer, and dinner gets narrower and more stressful for everyone. The list doesn't shrink because he's difficult. It shrinks because we stopped offering. So the real question isn't of him 8, 10, or 12 times without it turning into a fight every single time. And that part I can show you, because it's what I do every day. Here's what I do at school, with a whole table of toddlers, and some of them are just as picky as yours. I put the food down, and then I let it go. That's the whole secret, and I know how impossible it sounds. My job is to serve them the complete meal, whether they like it or not. His job is to decide whether he eats it and how much. I don't cross that line. I don't make him try it, I don't bribe him, and I don't stand over him counting bites. If he tries it, wonderful. If he tries a tiny bite and says, I don't like it, that's still a win to me because he tried, and that was one more exposure. That's enough. And a few of them don't want their foods touching. It costs me nothing to keep the carrots on one side and the chicken on the other, and it takes away one more reason for his body to brace. I'm not giving in. I'm just not picking a fight I don't need to have. So, if this is already making dinner feel different in your head, this is the whole reason this channel exists. Subscribe, and it'll be here when you need it. I make it a game, because a body that's laughing isn't a body that's bracing. I'll say, who can eat 3 broccoli florets and chew them super fast? Show me. Or, show me how you eat your carrots. Or, after the chicken, show me those big strong muscles you got from that. It's not a trick to sneak food in. It's taking every ounce of pressure off and turning the plate into something fun instead of something he has to defend. When it's play, it's his choice, and his choice is exactly what we're protecting. The pressure is what we want to avoid, not the food. Keep the food showing up, keep it light, and keep the choice his. And you'd be surprised what he'll pick up when nobody's watching. But you might be thinking, that's great for you, at school. He'd never do that for me at home. And I want to tell you about one little boy, because he's the reason I know this works. I have a child in my class who does not eat eggs. Ask his parents, and they'll tell you straight out, he doesn't eat eggs, never has. But at school, with me, he eats them. Same child, same egg. What's different? It isn't the egg. The only thing that changed is everything around the egg. At home, that egg comes with worry, with someone watching to see if he'll finally eat it, with please, just one bite, with the whole table holding its breath. With me, it comes with none of that. It shows up on his plate like it's no big deal. The other kids are eating calmly, and he knows, without me ever saying it, that he's allowed to leave it if he wants. So he eats it. That's the proof. It was never about the food. He wasn't refusing the egg. He was refusing the fight around the egg. Take the fight and the pressure away, and the egg is just breakfast. And bring that exact thing home. Sit and eat with him, and let him watch you eat the food calmly, like it's ordinary, because to you, it is. Put a little of it on his plate, with no speech attached, and let him leave it if he leaves it. Don't make a face when he doesn't touch it, and don't throw a parade when he does, because big praise is just another kind of pressure. You're showing him the food is safe, and the choice is still his. It turn around in one dinner, and I won't pretend it will, but the standoffs get smaller, and slowly his list of safe foods gets longer instead of shorter. That's how this actually goes. Quietly, over weeks, not in one triumphant bite. So this is what I want you to do tomorrow night. Put the food on his plate and don't fight for the bite. Keep it light. Maybe make it a game. Let him look at it or touch it or leave it. And when he says no, serve it again next week anyway, because he isn't done learning it yet. Because he was never a picky eater. He was a small body being careful, doing exactly what it's built to do, and a little person holding tight to the one choice that's fully his. Nothing about that is broken. And the parent who can put the food down and step out of the fight is the exact parent he needs to feel safe enough to try. That's you. You can do that. So the next time he pushes that plate away, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. And you'll know it isn't a fight you have to win. But here's the problem that creates. The second you stop pushing at the table, you start noticing how much of the rest of the day is the same standoff. You ask him to come, to stop, to put his shoes on, and he looks right at you and keeps going, like he never heard a word. That isn't him ignoring you either. Something is happening in his head that makes it almost impossible for him to switch. And once you see it, you'll stop repeating yourself 5 times a morning. I break it all down in this next video, right here. Go watch it, and subscribe so the next step finds you.